friends, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Well, as you'll see by the title, today's video is going to be a simple let's chat video. I like doing these types of videos and being able to interact with you guys, as well as this gives me the opportunity to answer some of your questions that you've asked me in the comments, and there may have been questions other people have asked, and I just wanted to answer some of them. I'm also going to talk about, just general things that are happening, with me and with the channel, and, just in general. We're just going to chat. So this video will probably be about an array of things. And so, get your coffee, or get your tea, or get your soda, or get your glass of wine, and we're gonna just chat. So, the first thing I want to talk about is I have just really been focused on all the projects that I'm trying to get done here around the house. Now my projects are for things that I wanted to do around the house, but I think that they make great videos because I think they're things that we all struggle with, like organization, and my newest one is like time management. But organization, especially at the beginning of the year and coming towards the springtime when we want to spring clean, those are just naturally things that we as people and women, we just feel like we have to do. We want to start the new year brand new, everything fresh and in order. And so I thought these videos were great, to share with you guys, because they were things that had been on my list. My pantry I had tackled several times, and I had different systems that I had put in place, and those just did not work. But I'm really liking this system that I'm using right now. Actually, this video, the video with the pantry organization, I had actually started working on my pantry back in October, and I was going to put that video out then, like October, November, and I was going to put the video out during that time. But then I started filming for my Christmas series and things like that, and the collaboration. So that particular video got put to the back burner. So my pantry that you saw, it had actually been functioning for me for the past 4 or 5 months. So it worked for me. And so the labeling that I shared with you, I had also done then. So all of it was filmed except for the last bit where you saw that I had the labels with the little symbols on, the little accents on them, because I decided to kind of spruce it up, to let you know, yes, you can use the regular font or whatever font you decide to use, but you can also enhance the label. So there were a couple of labels that was in my pantry that did not have an embellishment on the side, and I'm not sure if you guys caught that with the first labels that I shared with you. They were just simple labels done in the monotype cursiva font, and then the other ones were in the same font, but I put the little embellishments on the end. And so I got a lot of questions regarding my printer and things like that I use. The printer that I use is a laser printer. I'm not sure if you use the inkjet printer if it will work, but my printer is a Brother 6 something laser printer. So I know if you have a laser printer, it will work. Now, in the video I said I use Scotch tape, and I said that because I saw the Scotch tape, but it's the packing tape. So you don't necessarily have to use the Scotch packing tape. You can use any type of packing tape, and I believe that this will work. It does not change the consistency of the packing tape. You just make sure, and both times I've done it, created the labels using rinsing the paper off in cold water and warm water, and both times it worked. So that did not alter the effects of the label. Another question that I got regarding the labels was, did they come off? They have not come off. The labels that I created back in October, November had not come off of any of the containers that I placed them on, and so the newer labels are still on there. I did the same thing, so I don't assume that they would come off either. Now, what I loved about that DIY is that, you know, it does not hurt my containers. Now, what I found with the chalkboard labels, when you try to take them off, you know, they would break and, you know, they would tear and it left all the residue. You don't have to worry about that with this DIY. And so I'm actually creating some new labels for another project that I am using. And I think that it will show you that, you know, these types of labels or any type of labels like this can be used in various types of ways, and it will allow you to be more organized. It will also make your space more appealing. And to me, if it is pretty and clean, I'm more likely to keep it that way. Now, with the people in my house, maybe not so much. They still in training. Now, another question that I've been asked was about my camera. I shared with you guys that I got so many awesome gifts for Christmas this year. I always get really nice gifts, and one of the gifts that I received this year was a new camera. And this camera is like, it is the bomb.com. Now, I have a DSLR camera, and it's a, you know, the big kind of camera with the adjustable the lenses, and I still use that one. But the camera that I'm currently filming on, and that I have filmed on for the past probably since Christmas, is this camera. And I said that I was going to share with you what type of camera it was, and it's a Sony CyberShot DSC HX80, and this is what it looks like here. And it's a really cute small camera, and I love how crisp my videos are, my pictures are, and you know, it's something I can carry in my hand, and I can, you know, I'll do vlogs and things like that. It is a very, very nice camera. It is it wasn't that expensive, I don't think, because that was one of the parameters that I said to my family. I did not want them to spend a lot of money on me, but I know my daughter, and she's always looking out for the best deal for the best price, and she is like really, really supportive of me and my YouTube channel, so she's always talking about the quality. So I'm not sure how much this is, but this is a really good camera, and it is really easy to use. I'm not really I'm not a techie type person, and I'm one of those people, if you show me a couple of times, I will catch on. So, but I didn't want anything that was real technical, because I'm not a photographer. I'm not trying to be a videographer, but I really want to take nicer pictures. And as my channel grow, I want my quality to show the growth of my channel. So I am loving this right here, and I just wanted to make sure that I shared this with you guys, because some of you have asked me about it, and I want to make sure that I got that out the way. Now, another thing that I want to talk about really quickly is just general stuff like Valentine's Day. So we are coming upon another holiday, Valentine's Day, and I know I said I'm going to do this series to kind of give you some ideas of different things that you may want to do this year for Valentine's Day. Typically for Valentine's Day, Mr. B and I, we don't go out. We used to go out on Valentine's Day, but I just grew very, very tired of the long lines and at the restaurants and things like that. And then what we started to do was we would go out the day before Valentine's Day to celebrate. And then now we might do something the week prior, because I just don't want to deal with all the waiting and stuff. That really can turn my mood very, very quickly. So this year, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. If I'm gonna do something at home like I've done last year and we do something together the week before. What do you guys typically do on Valentine's Day? Do you guys go out? Do you go to restaurants? Do you do something indoors? One of my Valentine's days that I can remember, it hadn't been too long, we had moved back here to Atlanta, probably like our 3rd or 4th year here, and we were going, Mr. B had told me he just wanted me to get dressed up. I just want you to be dressed up and be ready at a certain time. So whatever the time was, he wanted me to be ready. And so I'm like asking him, probing him, well, what should I wear? Should I wear pants? Do I need to wear a dress? Do I, is it formal? Do I have my hair up? What? And so he was just like, wear what you want, but just make sure you have on something really nice. So that's what he said. He didn't say dress up. He said have something on really nice. So I'm like, okay, so can I wear jeans? So he did say, no, I wouldn't wear jeans. If you wanted to, you could, but I wouldn't wear jeans. So I'm like, okay. So we go, and so I'm trying to like probe him because I'm now gonna get dressed based on what he's putting on. And so I see him, he's putting on these really nice slacks and a button down shirt, and I'm like, okay. And then he put on, I can't remember what kind of shoes he had on, but he had planned this entire day. So he took me to what is now one of my favorite restaurants here in Atlanta called Canoe. Now Canoe is so romantic. It is located on the side of the Chattahoochee River, and where we sat on like the porch part of it, and on the porch part it's like this backyard, and then in the backyard the river flows through the backyard. It is absolutely beautiful, guys. And I'm like asking him, how did you find out about this? He claims he knew about everything. I think one of the guys on the job probably told him about it, but that has become like my favorite restaurant. So when he asked me, babe, something special, where do you want to go? My #1 place I always says I want to go to Canoe. I absolutely love it. So we had dinner at Canoe, and then when we left Canoe, I'm like, so is that it? He's like, no. So I'm like, what are we gonna do now? So we get in the car and we're driving on into the city. And then he pulls over and he parks. And when he parks, we go to this coffee shop, which was weird. It was kind of late in the evening by this time, and maybe like 5 o'clock. And it was, he was like, well, do you want, let's have some coffee. And I'm like, okay, this is different. All right, so we had coffee and whatever. We sat there and talked and laughed. And that's the thing about us. We can do just simple things and we can just laugh. So if that was my entire Valentine's Day, that was fine with me because we laughed and talked so much during that time that literally it had an hour and a half had passed by, and we had our coffee and things. So I'm like, okay, so we're ready to go. He just knows one more thing. So the coffee shop was right next to the Fox Theater. And so he was like, we're going to the Fox. And I'm like, what? But at the Fox, it was this play that was playing. And right now I cannot think of the name of the play, but it was so good. It had like Mickey Howard in it, and it had Mickey Howard in it, and Albie Sure was in it. It was, I can't remember exactly who else was in it, but the play was fantastic and it was a total surprise. And so those are that is one of like my most favorite Valentine's Day that he had surprised me, because it was a total surprise. He planned it all by himself, and we just had a really, really good time. And I like things, if you put effort into it, it doesn't have to be really big and fancy. I just like to know that you thought about it and you put effort into it, because everything that I do and I do for other people or that I give to people, I put a lot of thought and effort into it. And so that is one of my most favorite Valentines that he surprised me with. Now he's done some other things. things, but that was like my all-time number one, I think. And so this year for Valentine's Day, like I said, I'm probably gonna do something around here, but I'm gonna be doing some other things leading up to that, so to give you some ideas for Valentine's Day also. So he has no clue about any of that stuff. So want to talk about that. So yeah, just tell me, you know, what were some of your most memorable Valentines that you've had, or whatever you plan to do this year for your sweetie for Valentine's Day, if you even do anything for Valentine's Day. And you know, I have a lot of my girlfriends right now are single, and I was really thinking about doing like something for them. And I've seen a couple of things called Valentines, where you just get together and you do something for your girls for Valentine's Day. And like I said, a lot of them are single and dating, and not necessarily just like exclusively dating people. And so I thought it might be a good idea to possibly do something like that for them. So if I'm gonna do it, I need to go ahead and start planning it. I had just been thinking about it the past couple of weeks, so I need to get their schedules, because although they're not in like any serious relationship, they may have plans for Valentine's Day, but of course I would not do it on Valentine's Day. It will probably be the weekend prior to. And I just think that's another good way, you know, because I just have so many girlfriends here. When we have things, they're always looking for us to have like single people here, you know, and we're married. And so I don't have a lot of, I have a lot of single friends. Derek doesn't, Mr. D doesn't have a lot of single male friends. And so, you know, they kind of, you know, they come and they're kind of here by themselves, unless, you know, they happen to bring a date or whatever. So, yeah, we're working on that for them. But, you know, being single here in Atlanta is really, really hard. You know, I just see, you know, a lot of my girlfriends they date a lot, but, you know, and they're really professional women. Some of them are executives, some of them are in HR and sales and things like that. And so they do pretty well on their own. And, you know, a lot of times they have difficulty, you know, dating. And it just makes me think, I'm like, if I were single now, I don't know if I knew how to date anymore. It's been a long time since I have been out there, and it just seems, it is so different. There is no more like you going out and you meeting people and, you know, you try to get to know people. Right now, everybody's on their phone and they're swiping left, or they're swiping right. Well, anyway, they swiping on their phones. That whole thing, and the eHarmonies and things like that. I'm not sure if I would know how to do all of that stuff. A coworker and I, we always talk, and we see like some of our friends who are single, and believe me, if you're single, you know, marriage is hard. Oh my God, it is hard. I can tell you, you are never like the same person. You are constantly evolving, and you're two people who are constantly evolving. I know there's some people who get married really early and they make it, but there's some people who get married and you're changing. I mean, if I were to have gotten married when I was 21, 22, 23 years old, there is no way Mr. B would have been here, because your girl was a trip and Mr. B was a mess himself. And so I just don't know if I could be in this dating arena. And so, you know, I listen to a lot of things that my girlfriends say and guys who they meet, and it is just totally different. And meeting people on apps, and, you know, I'm just leery about all that stuff. So, but I'm really thinking about doing something for them, you know, not necessarily saying that they don't have any plans for Valentine's Day, but it's another reason for me to have a party. And that's all I need, is a reason to have a party. So, so yeah, I'm thinking about that. And let's see what else is going on. Oh, my hair. You guys have commented about my other her, and I am loving this one. She's kind of like bobbed, and then she comes down here in the front and she hangs long on this side. I am loving her. She needs to be curled right now because she's kind of flat. I just came home, took a shower, and put on my pajamas and jumped in front of this camera because I really wanted to get this out to you guys, and I just wanted to really just chill and just simply talk to you guys tonight. I have another video that I was actually planning on being released today, but you know, I just wanted to talk. I just really wanted to chat. And so but yeah, this one right here, yes, I'm loving this her. She is really, really cute. And when I have my makeup on and everything, oh, your girl she feeling herself. Yes, she is. So this one's name is Candy. Now, Mr. B likes Candy. He likes Coco too. You know, Coco made him stare from across the room. But yeah, but when he saw Candy come through the door, he started smiling. It was a huge smile across that face. But I am loving this, and it's, like I said, it is really giving my hair a break for me, you know, pulling on it and twisting it and doing all that stuff. I washed it last night, deep conditioned it, and I cornrowed her back up, and she is good once again. But yes, I am loving Candy here. Yeah, I named her Candy too. Yeah, cause she's sweet. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but yeah. So that is what's going on with that. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end this because it looks like I have like 13 minutes, and the haves and the have-nots is coming on tonight. I don't know if y'all don't watch that show, but Tyler has done it a freaking again. This show is the bomb. I am enjoying it immensely. Candace is, I don't know, I'm like, she just has so many things going on. And Jeffrey, he's freaking, you know, frizzed out, and he's told everything, and everybody has everything on everybody. And oh my God, and Mrs. Cryer, oh my God, when she, 2 weeks ago, when she was slicing that lemon, oh, I have like really been enjoying this season of the haves and have-nots. And so I am about to end this video because I'm going to go over and put some dishes in the dishwasher, pour me a glass of wine, and I'm going to plop right here on the sofa underneath my bake blanket, and we're going to watch this week's episode of the Haves and Have-Nots. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I hope you enjoyed today's Let's Chat. Make sure you leave me some comments below regarding the questions that I asked you. If you have any other questions regarding anything that I talked about, leave those below too, and I will get back to you. Another thing, I am really trying to answer all of your questions, or you know, a comment to everyone. But if I don't answer you, that does not mean that I have not read what you said. I have read it, and so if I don't answer you, you will either I'll send you a heart on YouTube, or you will get a like, a thumbs up or something. But you will know, I will do something so you will know that I saw what you said. I really appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all your kind words. I appreciate all your ideas, and you guys are simply awesome. So guys, now for real, I'm about to go, but before I do, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So guys, you know what I always say, the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.